Thank you, Thomas, for your remarks. We do have the best alumni community in the world, a community that you all are joining today. I'd like to say a final thank you to our Grand Marshal, Professor Michael Kennedy, over here, and all of today's speakers and performers. All right, class of 2026, I see you with the fans, it's hot. We're in the home stretch here. I know I'm the only thing between you and heading back to Trin and Nellie's. So let's take just a minute, this final moment of final exercises, to pause and look around. Just take a second, just look around. Here we are on the beautiful grounds of the University of Virginia's Academical Village, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. If we would be in Europe, it would be like Versailles. That's a UNESCO World Heritage Site too. This is better. In this nation's 250th year, you have just been declared a UVA graduate. Gathered here are people from every corner of the Commonwealth, the country, and the globe. Each of you arrived with your own set of ideas, experiences, and beliefs. I'd guess many of you were a bit nervous about fitting in. I know I have been many times. Yet, after sharing these grounds, you are stepping forward together as alumni of UVA. It's a powerful feeling. I'll call it shared ground. This moment is the perfect example. We're all wearing robes, wool, pretty hot, and even though you studied different things, you are celebrating your degree today, surrounded by proud loved ones. But our connection runs deeper. How many of you here love Bodo's Bagels? Yeah. Double egg sausage on everything bagel. It's from my order. Many of you have spent a late night on Shannon Library or on the corner, and I know some of you here on the lawn, late at night. Yeah, we don't know what happens, but something. And you've cheered on our teams and our national champions. You see, we are all Wahoos. Yeah. But in a few moments, you will turn towards the rotunda and enter a wider world. After UVA, you will meet people who don't look like you, speak like you, think like you, or vote like you. As you make your way, I urge you to remember this moment and to seek shared ground. You see, I know something about this. I grew up in Alaska, and I arrived at college alone, several thousand miles from home, with one suitcase and no familiar faces. My tennis teammates asked if I had lived in an igloo and jokingly called me Polar Beardsley. I convinced some of them I learned to play tennis on ice. As an engineering student at Tufts, I had to find that shared ground, and fast. In my career, I was blessed to work in places like Abu Dhabi, Caracas, Tokyo, Warsaw, and Cairo, among dozens and dozens of others. And I came to know that starting a new job or project often requires walking into rooms of strangers, in places you've never been, in languages you don't understand, to work on problems in totally unfamiliar contexts. I learned that there are two ways to approach that challenge. You can complain and focus on what's different, which can stall progress or basically get you nowhere. Or you can focus on what I call commonality, the shared ground, our common humanity, what unites us. Now, this is not new wisdom. Thomas Jefferson himself shared this advice in a letter in 1811 to his granddaughter Cornelia. Rule number 10 of his dozen canons of conduct was to, quote, take things always by their smooth handle. Jefferson was not suggesting we avoid hard things. He was suggesting how to approach them. You can start with the rough, serrated edge of division, or you can start with the smoother side of commonality. Graduates, I urge you not to walk through life looking for the sharp edge of difference. Consider that we all paradoxically share in common that we each are unique. Science tells us that human DNA is 99.9% identical. And no matter where you live, my experience is that people want many of the same things, like to feel safe, to find meaning, and to build a life that we enjoy. Safety, meaning, and a good life. We have many things in common. We want shared ground. If I could give you a parting gift today, it would be the ability and desire to seek commonality. Commonality will make you happier and help you build relationships. It will make you adaptable and diplomatic. It will help you be successful. In a moment, as you turn towards the rotunda to build your career, your family, and our world, be the person who builds shared ground. Class of 2026, these grounds are forever yours. Congratulations, and as we say in French, à bientôt j'espère. We hope to see you again soon. Wahua.